Hi, I'm Bear Gardner, and welcome to the promo for the second season of my New Players Tuesday stream. So, first of all, you can follow me at all of the social media and stuff down below. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. I'm not going to make a big thing of that because that's not really what we're here for, but it is cool and helps more people get to this content. I'm a cards content creator. I'm part of the Cards Contributor program with 1939 Games. Which is a great way of getting some support into the work that I do, and I have been focusing on lots of new player content recently. I'm going to be talking about my New Player Tuesday streams. If you don't know what they are, you can see the video on demand from all of my previous ones here on YouTube. You will find me 17:30 UK time every Tuesday streaming cards, and that specific stream, rather than my other stream, which is on a Saturday, is aimed at new players. So I play a deck which we started a month ago. We only started at the beginning of last season, took that deck from complete beginning to Field Marshal with no financial expense, limited crafting, using decks similar to the ones that you'll find here on my channel. And we are looking at what to do for the second season, and I got talking to some people, and a bit of a shout out to Nero, fellow content creator, Von Squirty, who is Palace, who is a member of my community and one of my big supporters, who in particular have planted this seed in my idea, and to Neil, who got me into this in the first place and helped grow that seed. So, what are we going to do now that we're at Field Marshal with this new player account? Obviously, I don't want to be starting a completely fresh account every month. That's just clogging up email addresses on 1939 servers and needlessly creating more accounts than actually are ever getting played, and I'm not going to get around to playing them. So what could we do with this account that would be interesting and useful and instructive for new players? And it was Von Squirty who planted the idea in my head of looking at Pauper decks. So what do I mean by Pauper decks? I mean decks that use only limited and standard cards. So no access at all to specials or elite. And I then, when we got digging into the weeds about this, chatted a bit, then I talked to Nero and Neil about deck ideas. And I came to the conclusion that what I want to do is I want to take my least favoured nation. We all have one. In my case, it's Soviet. Probably my least played nation in the game. And I want to take a Soviet deck using Pauper cards only, with, again, no financial investment, from rank 6 to Field Marshal this season. And I came up with the idea of calling this Pauper's Progress, because I like to play on words and referencing the classics, because I'm a classicist. Go figure. I'm British. Who knew? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hop over and take a look at the deck and talk about what it's going to be like. So this is the deck that I have come up with that we are going to be playing. So this deck is basically a tokens deck, but a very limited one, because we don't have a lot of resources and we don't, as you will see, have a lot of crafting available. I've used most of our Soviet crafting, in fact all of it, to get to a point whereby I think this is a deck that we can play well. So we have reserves, 164th Infantry, because really we need some filler and it's decent value, it's giving a buff. 321st Rifles, because when it's destroyed, it's giving it. You can see a lot of these cards are cards that you will see in my video on tokens. Several videos on. There's 2 videos on here. One on playing tokens at the high level and one on just a starter Soviet deck. We've got Bloody Sickle for removal and for card draw, which is the much more important application of it here, because we don't have a lot of that. We have Deep Operation, which is token manufactured with Unity's Strength, for the obvious reason that it's great for buffing multiple amounts onto a single unit when we have big boards, which is what we're aiming for. Frontal Assault, of course. Line of Engagement, of course. These are just token buff and manufacture. 503rd Motors, again, token buff. Got the Hammer, because I like this for removal. We have one in there for removing big threats. 3 copies of No Surrender, again, token production. Stars and Strikes for some backline clear on our opponent. We have 2 copies of Ancestral Core, because this is our answer to not having access to Close Assault. Or Close Combat, rather. The card which I would normally recommend, which is the special. We also have a copy of the 25th Infantry Regiment, because it's basically a guard engine. We might get more of this if it works. I don't know whether it will or not yet. It is very expensive. We are limited. There are cards we are missing, obviously, that we cannot play. We cannot play Baron of Ichy. We cannot play. In fact, let's have a look at our list of cannot plays that make us sad. Many of these we don't have, but we would want Close Combat. We can't play it because it's a special. Obviously, we'd want Baron of Ichy. It's an amazing card. Again, we can't play it because it's special. There are other cards that we could include in here that would be useful. 5-year plan's good for card draw. We actually have it, but we can't play it. There are... And then on the US side, Industrial Might. Really like Industrial Might for card draw, but we can't play it because it's a special. So we are having to play around some challenges. The Alliance, another card that we can't play that would be quite good in this deck. So we are playing around some challenges, which is what's going to be instructive, I think, about this deck. So we're going to take this deck, starting this Tuesday, which is, to say, March the, I want to say 4th? Maybe 5th, March 5th. Tuesday, March 5th, we will start at 17:30 UK. We will be beginning the progress on this deck. We'll take this deck, and we will go and see where we go. We may create some other bits, make some changes, but the aim is to use this as a way of showing that it can be done without having to rely on really powerful cards. It's also a nice challenge for me. I like challenging myself, and I think this is going to be interesting, especially in the current meta. So, if you find this interesting, or if you're just a new player who wants to see some good gameplay and ask questions and have some fun, or you just want to support me and come along, which loads of people do because they just like seeing me do crazy things on Twitch, come along on Tuesday, 17:30 Twitch, 17:30 UK on Twitch. You'll also, the VODs will go up here on YouTube in their own little playlist as well. But thank you for paying attention. I will see you on Tuesday if I don't see you somewhere else before. In the meantime, continue to enjoy the game and be good humans.